Está sexta, 4 de setembro. Yes, same. All right, so we're on our way to Bryce Point to catch the sunrise. Motel really filled up as expected. The later the evening got, there was one other vehicle that left shortly before I did. There's a number of campgrounds in Bryce, so I think there's the possibility that there could be a lot of people there this morning. We'll see. The other thing is there's really two good spots for the sunrise. There's Sunset Point, which is really Sunrise Point, because it faces east, and then Bryce Point. So that should divert, some traffic. Sunset Point is easier to get to than, these are nice brights, eh? Sunset is easier, quicker to get to than Bryce. So we're going to drive all the way down to Bryce, and then double back, park at Inspiration Point, walk about a mile along Rim Trail, and then to get to the Navajo Loop, and then actually see Sunset Point from there. So we've got a nice, and then double back, we'll do like the 17-mile scenic drive south, hit some spots on the way back, and that'll be our day more or less. We'll see how long it takes. I'm not entirely sure. I've got a light on behind me, and it's kind of driving me crazy. Scenic Byway 12 is a pretty famous highway, because I don't know why it's on, and I haven't figured out how to shut it off. It's a balmy 35 degrees out right now, but that's going to change as the day goes on. But really, it's not really going to super warm up till like 10 when we're finally in the 70s, but we're supposed to be in the upper 90s today. All right, let's say. All right, so we're 6 miles from Bryce Point. This guy pulled out from the rest area in front of me, and he can't determine what lane he wants to stay in or what speed he wants to do. We're pretty much on the cusp of the park, and there's a lot of hotels and gas stations and things like that around here. Maybe I can actually let this guy, I can go by this guy. This guy's an idiot. Jesus, dude. Yep, tourist. Yeah, campgrounds, snowmobile trails, ATVs seem to be big around here. I heard either, I don't know if they were cows or bison or buffalo. I saw some. If they were bison or buffalo, I don't know the difference. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, there is some wildlife. Mountain lions, apparently, as well. Haven't seen one of those yet. There's enough deer, I can see why. All right, so we're just coming up onto the parking area. And there's one car in front of me. Okay. Well, here we are. So I want to see tourist report of, we got, 10 cars, maybe. Not a ton, which is cool. It's always nice. So we're gonna park right in here. Oops. Hopefully I didn't disturb anyone. And we're going to try and catch a sunrise. Alright, that's it. Okay, bom dia. In what could turn out to be a very bad idea in my quest for a perfect sunrise shot here, I'm going out there. The parking lot, as the crow flies, is not too far away. There's a few people up there, not many, not enough to certainly ruin the experience, but I saw this. See, there's a trail here from up there, and I thought, well, it looks accessible. I didn't see anyone else here. Is this gypsum? Limestone? It's limestone. Jesus, these ledges. Holy wow, that's a shot. Okay, well, wow, that is warm air. That is really warm air. And I think I just found my sunrise spot, my friends. Alright, I don't need to set up latte. I don't know that I'm supposed to be exactly here. But at least it's not freezing. I thought it was going to be really, really cold. This is Bryce Amphitheater. I think most of the people wound up going to Sunset Point, so I was happy they kind of got bait and switched. This is a little less convenient, of course. I think there's fewer people here, but so far I like the shot. You see some people up there on the ridge. You see more people heading up there on the ridge. I think this is going to be a great spot right here.
This really is incredible. The sun kind of changes everything about 5 seconds. There's a new or different shadow. This just lit up. It's like someone struck a match when the sun popped over that ridge over there. So, because I spent the morning out there, I'm at that little peak. I've got the whole spot to myself. Hola, Luna. It's a nice view. It's even nicer when there's no one else around. Wow, this is cool. This is cool. I think there is a trail down there, which is just crazy. There's a small trail, I think, that heads that direction. But we're going to head back to the car in a bit and then check out, park over at Inspiration Point and then do some hikes from there. That's it. Okay, at the Bryce Point, this place was cool. 8,300 feet of elevation. High plateau. Wow, that's really cool. Just so barren. All right, back to the lot and on to the parking lot Inspiration Point. That's it. Okay, so tourist report. There's me and I think 2 other vehicles here. I chose here because I thought that Sunset Point's parking lot would be full, and I'm assuming it is. But even if it's not, I'm going to park here anyway, be less crowded. I get to walk about a mile of the rim trail on the way to Sunset Point, Navajo Loop, Wall Street, Doors Hammer. So I figured this was just a better spot. I've got to walk on the way back, but the sun's going to be at a different angle. It should look a little different. So, and I get to see another point. So there's no point just driving there. And then after we finish all those trails and see those things, there's a scenic drive in the park with a bunch of overlooks and stops and things. But this is Inspiration Point. We're going to stop here for a second, see what it is, and check back next video. Okay, welcome to Inspiration Point. Once again, early bird gets there. Rewarded for getting here. Oh, yeah, it's the left right. That's West Rim Trail, and that's what we'll be taking to get to Sunset Point, Navajo Loop Trail, Wall Street. Alright, now if you look here, I'm going to have to zoom in where I'm at, but where I was earlier, Bryce Point is just about straight ahead, and then Inspiration Point is right there straight ahead. So haven't walked too far. It hasn't taken us too long. This is Sunset Point. There's either a campground or parking lot there, and it looks like there's spaces. So I could have actually driven here, but I wouldn't have had a chance to walk that cool West Rim. So we're going to find the Navajo Loop Trail. Well, there's a cool little lookout in the middle of that. We're going to find Navajo Trail next. That's it. West Rim Trail, mostly paved. That's the start of the Navajo Trail. That's where we're going to go next. That's going to take us down in the valley. We'll see how that goes. It looks pretty steep with a lot of switchbacks. So we'll check back in down there. That's it. Alright, here we go. Almost lot. This looks really cool. Supposedly you're supposed to watch out for falling rocks. I'm actually surprised how much green I see. I mean, obviously it's all Doug firs and spruce and pinyon pines. I'm surprised how much more vegetation there is here versus Zion. They must just get a little bit more rain. Only wildlife I've seen are a few birds, some big ravens, and chipmunks. Really, really tiny chipmunks. So no big mammals yet. Dry riverbeds are just always impressive. Just the amount of force it takes to move this stuff, and to see it just dry and know that it's just got to be just teeming with water at one point. That is Inspiration Point. Bryce Point would be much more that way, further away. So that is Inspiration Point. We were up there earlier, West Rim Trail, Sunset Point, but checking out this dry riverbed is really, really cool. That part's done. We're just about finished with the Navajo Trail. That was nice, mostly in the shade as well. Oh, but boy, my lips are dry. Skin is dry. Eyes are kind of dry. I think it's kind of dry out. But that's a great view, man. Untitled Bryce Canyon. To the bank, top bone. All right, almost lost. Way down there, straight ahead, is the Navajo Loop Trail, and that's where I kind of wound my way around. I went actually counterclockwise from up above Sunset Point, but certainly a very unique perspective from down there. It's cool to get in and among. Nice wide open valley. And parking lot of the Inspiration Point isn't too far away. That's the overlook. I think it's just up over here. There's no gate, so watch your step. No clowning around, no funny business over here. Someone's gonna get hurt. So yeah, they have a shuttle here as well, which I don't really feel like I need to utilize, but on busy days it's probably not a bad idea.
All right, so just left the the parking lot Inspiration Point. We're on our 15-mile journey down to the very end at Rainbow Point, which should approach about 9,000 feet in elevation. So far, there hasn't been a ton of people, which has been nice. It's definitely been a change from Zion, that's for sure. Traffic's light. This is definitely not as heavily visited as Zion, so this is a check in this park for sure. Although you see a lot of signage about do not parking. Maybe this weekend, I don't know. That one guy I ran into, he was on his way to Zion on Saturday, and I don't think I want to be in that place on Saturday. No thanks. But everyone I've talked to really is really cool. A lot of camera geeks and nerds here, they're always fun to talk to. All right, that's it.
Okay, this is Rainbow Point, where you get an amazing view of the valley down below and some amazing colors right up next to you. 9,100 feet in elevation. But I see a lot of just prescribed, planned burns that the Park Service does, so I guess they didn't get the memo from Smokey the bear. Once again, I should have kept track of how many of these little overlooks that I get to when there's no one else here. I'm not taking it for granted, that's for sure. Oh. Nice.
Alright, so that concludes the tour of the southernmost extent of the park. We're going to backtrack where we came from. There's a bunch, 5 to 6 pull-offs for vistas that we're going to check before we leave. I don't feel rushed, and that's great. I think I've got surplus time because we're able to make so much time on these nice wide trails, which make passing people really easy. So we just need to keep our eye out for these pull-offs because they kind of come up on you pretty quick. All right, that's it.
Well, I don't want to give you guys the impression that Bryce is just deserted, because this is another viewpoint that I wind up just having myself. There were some people who were just here, and some other guy was chatting with me about cameras and stuff again. There's a lot of camera people here. But yeah, another nice vista to myself. I don't know what the better view is, this or just the lack of people. That's really cool.
Road Trek 190. Probably gets all 11 miles to the gallon. So the reason, this was a nice look off. The reason I waited till last, or the way back out to hit these vistas pull-offs, is because they're all on the right side of the road. So I just didn't see making 8 or 10 left-hand turns each time. This is the way I'm going. It's just a lot easier to keep making rights. But you definitely have a lot more options here to drive your own car than in Zion. Zion, they just lock you down. I mean, there are places to go around Zion, but you can really kind of drive wherever you want, assuming there's not a lot of people in Bryce, and just go from trail to trail to trail to trail. So a little more driver friendly. You probably don't have to walk as much here in Bryce, and obviously a lot less people as well too.
More like a kind of in between, like a van and a motorhome, with just the sides, because that just switch, kind of switch out.
Wow. Great view. Oh no, please, I was hoping to have more people here with me. Don't go! It's definitely not nearly as hot as Zion. Zion, I could put a ham on that dashboard and cook it. It's much cooler here in Bryce. That's nice. Although it was much cooler this morning when I woke up too. This pull-off doesn't get any love with any parking spots here. B team. But it is a nice view. Looking out past there is just amazing. And still so much more green than Zion. Oops, I'm in their selfie. There's Road Tech 190 again. There's big swaths of trees that were taken down or burned down. But what's really crazy? This is Urso. Perto daqui. Cuidado. Okay. Back north.
So it was dark when I was rolling through this stretch here this morning. We're not far from the visitor center, perhaps just a few miles. We've passed all the vistas and overlooks. There was quite a few of them. The good part is that you don't really need to spend a ton of time there. Okay, Inspiration Point, Bryce Point. We were here really early this morning as well. Got the pass, visitor center. I need to keep going straight. Visitor center, bookstore. No. We are going to just stay right. They're lined up. I don't know if I even... Can I just exit? Park and exit? No, I guess I don't need to worry about paying then, I guess. I don't know. Keep my mask off. Bryce Canyon hack. Just get here before they open and you don't have to pay. Alright, I've literally got like a minute and 20 seconds left on this SD card, so I want to change this when I get to Jacobs Lake anyway, but just note how flat this is. There's still, oh, I see some smoke back there. Just the flatness. And I think it's still only 65, which is just a tragedy. Don't tell Smokey the Bear that this happened. This just got smoked. There's an overlook actually up there, but I saw all this from the road, and boy, this just it even smells like charred wood. This is one hell of a valley. Okay, after a nice little pit stop in the town of Kaibab, Utah, I just crossed the Arizona border. I noticed a lot of storm drains back in town. That's probably a good reason. ETA at Jacobs Lake Inn is 2:24. I forgot, I don't think Arizona observes daylight savings time, so I was thinking, like, why am I getting there so early? They're not on DST right now. They stay on standard time, so good for them for making some sense. I got 2 trailers and a boat in front of me, so I'm not breaking any records getting there. I don't need to, frankly. I don't even know if chicken was a 2 or 3. I don't know, whatever. But I had a great enchilada, and I've got some leftover quesadilla for later. I hit up probably the first real grocery store, Policia, since I've been here. They had a lot of stuff that I wanted to get: hand sanitizer, more bagels, some drink mix, more coffee creamer, things like that. Fueled up, I had a full belly of gas. I never really get below half tank. I started to check out what engine is in this thing. This Explorer just can't find the gear that it wants to. It's just always hunting for a gear. So we'll see what Jacob's like. I should have a little cabin there. This should be like the first kind of unique place that I'm staying at since I've been here. Tomorrow night in Page is another Quality Inn, although I expect that one to be a little bit nicer than the one I stayed back near Bryce. What do their cop cars look like? What are they rocking? Suburbans? That's a freaking pickup. Marshall. It's a pickup. It's Colorado. Interesting. Welcome to Arizona. Arizona definitely has a vibe, that's for sure. Another cop up here. They're just cracking down. I should probably watch my speed. It's a state cop, and he is driving a Suburban. So that makes a little more sense to me rather than a Colorado or whatever. I passed these 2 yahoos. Alright, that's it. Alright, another little quick tidbit. So many Smokey the Bear PSAs about fire danger levels. They are just everywhere. And also in the whole general area, RV parks are everywhere. Some they run the gamut of just straight up trashy like meth parking lots to hey, we've got 60 amp outlets and seem to cater to the big rigs. A ton of those places. Jacobs Lake Inn. Hey, I just turned my camera on and there it is. Yeah, not too far away. They've got a billboard out here now. It's finally 55. Graça de Deus. Famous cookies, thick shakes, Native American art, 29 miles ahead. Well, yeah, okay, that does jive with what they say. Burn area 15 miles. Oh, forest. Okay, not me. I'm not going to get burned. 65. Man, you know, I did like those Utah 75. All right, almost Jacob Lake. We're going to make a right here. They really are at the intersection pretty much. Yeah, right here. All right. Wow, quite a few cars here, actually. Oh, man. Yeah.
300
Well,
feet, turn right.
it is a rest
Take the
stop.
next right, and your destination will be on the right.
And I think people park here maybe. I don't know. Let's see. I'm not going to the car or whatever. I've got a cabin
Your
somewhere.
destination is on the right.
Let's see how this works. Oh, right by the forest there. Okay, there's a lot going on here. Okay, the nice young man at the registration office, kind enough to get me kind of pre-checked in. Apparently they're still cleaning the room. We'll see, but he did give me directions in a cabin. This is a mess. So you've got a confluence of like the visitor center, the restaurant, the gas station. It's at kind of an fork intersection or whatever. You have this Kaibab National Forest here. I kind of don't know. Frick. Yeah, this place is crazy. Crazy. So we're just going to drive real. So that was my main goal, is to just get out of this lot. There's just too much going on here. Fry bread, huh? Food truck cart. Well, what do you know? Lots of sweets around here. Well, you're seeing it for the first time as well, folks. Oh, we gotta go. Gotcha. Cabins and hotel. Park in front of 11. Wow, that place is just crazy. All this is in walking distance, so that's fun. So now the question is he gave me the impression I've got to drive quite a ways back. 11, 31, one way road. Okay. I wonder how many cabins they have. At least it was all prepaid. I didn't have to deal with it when I got there. I said no vacancy. I don't see a lot of cars, but then again, it's only about 4 o'clock. 11. Park in front of 11. Well, this would be the front. So I would imagine if people are visiting the Grand Canyon, they're still out. What the fuck? I thought that said 10:14. Oh man, I thought that was 11. I have to pull a U-E here. I can't. Alrighty. We're gonna just pull right back around, I guess. Here's the hotel. I gotta pull a U-E. Yeah, these are like hotel rooms they have. Figured the cab. Try the cab, whatever. I don't even know what they can do a much better job of marking these cabins. I tell you that. So that's 11. So I'm assuming, is this in front right here? I guess. I think so. Maybe 28. I guess. And that is 14 and 10. So I guess we'll just back up.
Okay, and she comes. We have arrived. Glad I checked the key because it didn't work the first time. Oh man, this is tiny, but it's cool. 10 and 11, I guess this would be awkward, wouldn't it? I think they just rent it as one room, but yeah. Hola, skier.